A very good evening to all the Toastmasters and my dear friends. I welcome you all to meeting number 148 of BKC Fireflies Online. You'll be surprised to know that number 148 signifies communication from divine forces, that you should be willing to do anything to be successful in life. So let us make this meeting a successful one by following all the do's and don'ts of the meetings. This meeting is being recorded. Please keep your video on mode so that we can see your beautiful faces and can pinch you if anybody is found sleeping. Please keep your audio on off mode unless it is your turn to speak. Request to refrain from speaking about sex, politics, and religion because it may hurt anyone's feelings. Let us focus on the mission statement of our club, which is to provide a supportive and positive learning environment in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. It is rightly said that the biggest difference between rising and falling is risk-taking. So please take risk. Please participate in the meeting as much as possible. So with this, I hand over the reins to a presiding officer, Toastmasters India. Over to you, Toastmasters India.
Hello, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our meeting number 148. Toastmaster Mahesh has always something special to contribute for every meeting number, and I have something special to contribute for the meeting that's going to come on the 150th meeting that's going to happen. And the speciality of that meeting is going to be that we will be seeing everybody physically face to face. So that's going to be an exciting meeting to have, and I would hope everybody registers for that meeting because there are limited seats, and we want those seats to be filled by our members. So that's the first thing that I wanted to speak about. We have a couple of guests with us, our friends from other clubs, and I'd like to invite Toastmaster Kusuma first. Welcome to the meeting, Toastmaster Kusuma, on behalf of BKC Fireflies, and we hope you have an exciting time with us. I know that you're going to be speaking, but I'd like to understand what made you choose us.
Thank you, Presiding Officer Cynthia. I think I've been meeting Sai and Cyril quite often. And in fact, I was also in one of the online clubs. And at that time, I think I used to come to BKC to get tips on how to run a club successfully. Yeah.
Wow.
So, and yeah. So we were a newly chartered club and we didn't know much. So I can say that BKC gave me a lot of tips on how to run a club, how to conduct the meetings. So I owe a lot to BKC Fireflies. And I have been in touch with Sai as well as Cyril. And I needed a speech slot. So I thought I'll catch up with my old friend Sai and ask him if there is a slot open for me. That's how I came here.
That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much for that appreciation for the club. Although I'm new to the club, but I can sense what you're talking about in terms of, the relationship you share with our veterans of the club. So
Right.
yes, thank you so much for being a part of this meeting. We will enjoy listening to you as much as you enjoy participating in it.
Yes.
Our
And
next,
I also enjoy listening to you all.
yes, of course, I guarantee you that. Okay, so we have another friend of ours, Toastmaster Shafali, and she has graciously accepted to become the grammarian of the day, and she's going to give us a very exciting word, which is going to be the word of the week for us, and we're going to be using that. So, Toastmaster Shafali, you're going to have your screen time for sure, but tell us how excited you are to be a part of our club meeting. Oh, not part of our club. We're looking forward to that, but at least the meeting for now.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Good evening. My name is Shifali. I am from Speakers Community Toastmasters Club. My introduction with BKC Fireflies comes with Toastmaster Sai Ramachandran. he is a person who attends our meeting, on a like on and off basis. But yeah, I know BKC Fireflies because I know Toastmaster Sai was there, the part of that club. So that's how, like I knew that BKC Fireflies holds meeting on Thursday evening, and I'm a person who is not, available on weekdays. So I tried, like, why not try one meeting of BKC Fireflies and knows how it feels to, have a meeting on weekdays. Because our club is a weekend one. So it's really exciting for me, and I'm excited too. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, Toastmaster Sai and BKC Fireflies Club. Thank you.
Wow, at the end of the meeting, I'm going to check with you on how you felt about having a meeting on the weekday. So we have Toastmaster Ritik as well, who is also a friend of BKC Fireflies and has agreed to be an evaluator. Thank you for joining our meeting and tell us how excited you are. Are you as excited as Shefali?
Yes, I'm honestly very excited. I did not know who I will be evaluating. It was much later that I got to know that I'm evaluating Kusuma today, and knowing the project that she's working towards. I'm really excited for that. And I think BKC has chosen me to be a friend since I reached out to me when I posted in the group that I'm looking for role as an evaluator. Really excited to be here. And since it is Friday evenings, I'm sure I'll be joining more since I'm available only online mostly.
Toastmaster Ritik, you're already on the weekend mode. It's Thursday evening, not Friday. But we'll give you that. We make that feeling come through, to everybody when we are a part of this club. The excitement is so much that you end up feeling like, oh, it's already the weekend there.
Right.
So thank you so much. We have two special guests for us before we do an introduction to our brand new member who has joined for the first time, and we will be inducting him. But before that, I would like to have the videos off, or sorry, the videos on for our guest Baji and Sid. Can we have your video on, please, so that we can look at, as Toastmaster Mahesh says, beautiful faces. Hi, Sid. Can we highlight Sid? Yes.
Hello. Hi, everyone. So
On
this is
behalf?
I guess this is my first time I'm joining the Toastmaster sessions for
Wow. Okay.
BKFI. I have been in I was in my college, so KG Samara. So even we had a Toastmaster club over there, but it was a internal Toastmaster club. So this is the first time that I'm joining for a, open community Toastmaster club.
That's great. So you do have an experience of Toastmasters, just that you don't have an experience of the community part of it. And like you've heard of all your past speakers who have just spoken for 30 seconds or so, we are one of the best clubs as far as the online is concerned, and you will
I
be really
totally
happy
agree
to be a
that.
part of it.
100%.
So, well, on behalf of BKC Fireflies, a warm welcome to you to our first meeting. Toastmaster, sorry, not Toastmaster. Our guest, Bhaji, how do we pronounce your name? And we need to have your video on. Or are you busy or engaged? Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Can we have him spotlighted?
Yeah, hi all Toastmasters. Um, Recently, I was connected with Ghatkoper Toastmaster, which was recently open, and due to the less membership, the club has been closed. And I was part of the MTD Mumbai Toastmaster as well. I attended few sessions as a guest, and I wish to be full-time members for the Ghatkoper Toastmaster, and I paid whatever the fees they had asked to, but yeah, that there is a rule, I think, for Toastmaster at least 20 member should be there to start new club. So that's why the club get closed, and since then I started looking for the online club, which I came to know from one of my friend who is connected with me on the social media. Yeah, I am here. I'm working in the Bandragula complex only in one of the corporate as the assistant manager administrator.
Aren't you in the right place? Yes, you are. And I'd like to thank that friend of yours for referring you to us. So we're looking forward to having you join us and get the learning experience in motion. We're looking forward to having you
Yeah.
with us, Baji. So thank you so much for joining our
Sure.
meeting today. We will now invite our new member, Tahir. Can we have your video on? We will be having the ceremonious induction of Tahir. Tahir, thank you for joining Toastmasters Club, BKC Fireflies Online. As a part of the process of introduction or induction, we would be what we would be doing is having a voting session by the members on whether we can induct you or not as part of the club. And if anybody has any objection, if they don't, then you become a part of the members of BKC Fireflies Online. And for that, that's a discrete voting ceremony that we have, for which we have to put you in a different room. So I would invite Toastmaster Bhuvi to be a part of the room in which Tahir would be shifted. Toastmaster Mahesh, would you mind moving Tahir to another room along with Toastmaster Bhuvi?
Yeah, okay. Should I select the option of breakout room or waiting
Yes,
room?
breakout room.
Breakout room,
Waiting
yeah.
room? Yeah, breakout room.
Breakout room.
Assign manually, automatically.
Yeah, assign manually, and you can assign Toastmaster Bhuvi and Tahir into that room.
Who is there? And Tahir is there. Okay, sir. The last option is recreate, add a room, open all rooms.
Toastmaster Sai, would you want to help him with that?
Mahesh, where are you stuck? What option did you say you see?
I've selected Bhuvi and Tahir. Now options are recreate, add a room, and open all rooms.
You have to open the room first. You have to open breakout room number 1, and then you can assign Huvi and Tahir to those rooms. Have you opened room number 1? I have a feeling Mahesh himself has
He's gone into the room. No worries. It's the first time after Mahesh has taken over as the Sergeant at Arms that we're having a new member. So Tahir, please bear with our technical glitch, and all our guests, please don't judge us on this part. But I think he'll be back. Okay, so do you think we should do this towards the end of the session? Can we do that?
Yeah, let's do it at the end.
Yeah, so let's do it. So Tahir, I'm really sorry about this little bit of a technical glitch. Let's do it towards the end for paucity of time. Toastmaster Mahesh is back.
Unfortunately, I was there in that room. I'm not sure why.
We realize that that's not a problem. We have already taken that, disclaimer for you, saying that it's the first time you're doing something like this.
Yeah, so
So
nice of
nobody's
you.
going to judge us. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do it towards the end of the session. In the meanwhile, let's begin. And I'm grateful to all of you for being there.
Yeah.
And since that is the topic of the day, yes, Toastmaster Sai.
I don't see Bhuvi in the room. Is she still stuck in the breakout room? Please ask her to exit the breakout room as well. Or close the breakout room. She'll come in here on her own.
Yeah, I think Toastmaster Mahesh will do that.
Option is coming, broadcast and close all rooms.
Close all
Just
rooms.
close all rooms. Okay,
Done.
so thanks, Toastmaster Mahesh, for giving us that little bit of fun moment. But yeah, so many times I said thanks, I might as well hand it over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sandhya. Over to you.
Thank you, Presiding Officer Toastmaster Cynthia, for having started this meeting on such a fun note. Thank you, Toastmaster Mahesh, for not just starting the meeting on time, but for being responsible for the laughs that the room just had. Well, if you are wondering why I am thanking, and of course, thank you to everyone who is present here, because without you, this meeting would not be happening. And now, if you're wondering why am I saying so many thank yous, it's because this Saturday, September 21st, is World Gratitude Day. It's a day recognized by the United Nations that one must have that one day at least in that year where we express gratitude to people around us and we express gratitude to ourselves as well. Now, the question is, why should we express our gratitude and why is it important? And that's exactly what we will be discussing as this meeting proceeds. But before we kickstart the meeting officially, I would like to thank three important people who are going to support me throughout this meeting. And I would like to first invite Toastmaster Shefali, who has kindly agreed to be the grammarian for the meeting. Toastmaster Shefali, before you tell us about your role, I would also like to know from you one thing that you are thankful for tonight. One thing.
One thing I'm thankful for tonight is, giving me time, my time, because I'm available here today to do what I love to do in Toastmasters, which is very precious to me. Shall I?
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thanks for the time, of course. And I think all of us are thankful for the time that we have. Thanks so much, Shefali, for that beautiful answer. And now, please tell us about the role that you are playing.
Yes. Good evening. Welcome, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am the grammarian for the day. As grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any incorrect usage of grammar as well as any good usage of words, quotes, saying, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is perspicacious, which essentially means having a ready insight into and understanding of things. You can use it like he was perspicacious enough to realize that things were soon going to change. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shefali, for that word. I hope that our members use that as often as possible during the meeting. I would now invite our next important role player, the R counter for tonight, and you've already met her. She's also the presiding officer for the meeting, Toastmaster Cynthia. But Toastmaster Cynthia, you already gave your thank yous, but before you introduce your role, I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Shefali. One thing that you feel thankful for tonight.
For the kind of group that I'm presiding over at this point in time, I'm thankful to them for giving me a wonderful evening. And this memories that I gather with me stays along for the rest till the next meeting happens, because then there are new memories that get captured. Okay.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Cynthia, and please tell us about your role as the hour counter.
Yes, so my role as the hour counter is to note words and sounds that are used as crutch or pause fillers by anyone who speaks during the meeting. I would be listening to overused words, ahs, ums, and so, and I'm going to make a note of them and I'm going to report them at the end of the session as to how many have you used. The more you use, like the way I'm using right now, it is a disruption of the kind of story that you want to tell out and the kind of impact that you want to create. So the avoidance of such usage will be great for moving forward as one of the best Toastmasters. That's about it from me. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Cynthia, for that detailed explanation of your role. Next, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Sai, who is the timer for tonight. And Toastmaster Sai, same question to you. One thing that you are grateful for tonight.
Specifically tonight, I'm grateful that I don't have to do any role except the timer, which is kind of simple. I was sort of thinking that as the VPE, I might have to step in and take up a major role, but luckily other roles were filled. All the important roles were filled and I had to only fill out the timer role. I'm grateful for that. And now with your permission, can I explain my role as the timer? My job as a timer is to tell people or keep track of how the meeting attendees are adhering to their timing guidelines. If you're giving a speech, for example, an evaluation or a table topic or a prepared speech, you have some time allotted to you. And you will be warned when you're nearing the minimum time required to qualify for voting for that speech slot. My background will turn green. Let me show you what that looks like when it turns green, so you have a good sense of what to look for. We will not be sharing screens in our meeting, so it'll turn green like this, and you'll not see me, so it'll look like this. And when you're hitting the middle point of your allotted time, the background will turn yellow. Again, I will not be there. You'll only see the timer's card. And finally, when you've hit the full allotted time and you've completed that, it'll turn red, and it'll stay red until you finish your speech. You will not be given any warning that you've gone past the allotted grace period. When that happens, you'll just have to deal with the consequences, which means that you'll not be eligible for voting. But other than that, I will explain the timing rules when called upon during specific speech slots. This is the overall of it: that green when you hit the minimum qualifying time, yellow in the middle, red at the end, with 30 seconds of grace in some cases on either side. Back to you, DMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sai, for explaining your role very well. Though I do not agree with one point that you said, that you are playing a not so very important role tonight. I think the timer's role is actually one of the most essential roles in a Toastmasters meeting, because we want to be on time. We want to finish the meeting on time. And for that, we definitely need the timer. So it is an extremely important role. Let us not underestimate the importance of the timer. On with that, let's get on to the theme of the meeting, which is gratitude. The three role players have already told us what they are grateful for tonight. And I would like each one of you to also think about that one thing that you feel grateful for tonight, although I will not be asking you right away. But as the meeting proceeds, I would like to know more from the audience. What do they feel grateful about? And secondly, in what ways do you express your gratitude? It can be gratitude to yourself, or it can be gratitude to people around you. How do you express that gratitude? All right. Do you express that often, or do we just, many a times we just assume that the person sort of knows that we are thankful to them and we don't actually express it? So are you a person who does that? Keep that in mind, and I will come to you as this meeting proceeds. Now, because we have a number of people tonight who are relatively new to Toastmasters, I would like to explain the format of the meeting. This meeting has three parts. The first section is the prepared speech section, where we have two speakers who have prepared a speech in advance, which is part of the pathway that they have chosen, and they will be delivering those speeches. After that, we have the table topics round, which is an impromptu session. That is, we will have people speaking on the go on topics that are given to you on the spot. And in this segment, guests are also welcome to participate. The third segment is the feedback segment or the general evaluation segment, where we have a general evaluator who will be calling upon two speech evaluators who will evaluate the prepared speakers, as well as the general evaluator will also evaluate the entire meeting and tell us what we did well and what are the things that we can improve on. So that's the format of the meeting. And before we get on with the meeting, I want to just raise a concern that I do not see the general evaluator in the meeting room, which is Toastmaster Nidhi. I don't, oh, yes, I see her. I'm sorry. I see the general evaluator, my bad. All right, so the general evaluator is here. We are already being evaluated. And so let's get on with the meeting. Like I said, gratitude. I'm sure all of us know what gratitude is. And gratitude is so important that we actually have a day that is recognized in the world as International Gratitude Day. The reason for this is that this happened in the 1960s during one of the United Nations conference, and it happened on Thanksgiving Day, where the room was just discussing about, saying thanks to people. And there was one person who actually said that why not we actually recognize, why not we dedicate a day which is for gratitude, so that people take out at least that one day in a year to thank people around them for everything that they did for them. And that's how from 1965 onwards, we started celebrating the World Gratitude Day on the 21st of September. Now, why is expressing gratitude important? It's because it has a number of benefits. Expressing gratitude is important not just to make the other person feel nice about if they've done something nice for you. It's not just for that, but it is for our own well-being as well. Expressing gratitude actually has positive effects both on our mental and physical well-being. Now, how does that happen? That I will tell you more about as we proceed through the meeting. And I want to stick to the time that is set in the agenda. So it's 7:28. So I'm going to call upon our speakers now. And I'm very, very happy to call our first speaker tonight, who is Toastmaster Kusuma. And this speech is very, very special because she is just, after the speech, she will be just one speech away to call herself as a distinguished Toastmaster. That is the highest achievement that you can achieve as a Toastmaster. So all of us are looking forward to listening to your speech, Toastmaster Kusuma, and we are so glad that you chose us. You chose BKC Fireflies to deliver this speech. But before I invite Toastmaster Kusuma, I would like to invite her evaluator, Toastmaster Ritik, to tell us about her speech objectives. Toastmaster Ritik, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sandhya. So hello everyone. Today I will be evaluating Toastmaster Kusuma. And as we all know that she will be giving her today's speech as a part of a journey to become distinguished Toastmaster, which I'm sure all of us are hoping that she does. So a big best of luck for that. And purpose for today's project for Kusuma will be showing her skills as a leader and a public speaker, and to introduce her plan and vision. In my evaluation, apart from gestures, body language, excitement, and vocal variety, I will be looking especially to see Kusuma as a leader and the leader that we all want to see when she becomes the distinguished Toastmaster. So I wish you all the luck, Kusuma, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritik. And what would be the timing for this speech?
All right, so the timing for today's speech will be 4 to 6 minutes, 4 being the minimum qualifying time,
No, no,
and
I think
6
it's
to
5
7.
to 7. Sorry. I think it's 5 to 7 minutes.
All right, my bad. It
Just
is
check
5 to...
the evaluation
Uh,
sheet.
right. Yes, it is 5 to 7 minutes, 5 being the minimum and 7 being the maximum for qualifying.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Ritik. Toastmaster Kusuma, you can take a moment to pin Toastmaster Sai's screen. Or will the Zoom Master be spotlighting Toastmaster Sai's screen along with Toastmaster Kusuma? How do we do that? Okay. So Toastmaster Kusuma, you can spotlight the timer screen. You can pin the timer screen so that it will be visible to you throughout the speech. Okay. Have you pinned the timer screen?
I'm not getting the...
Toastmaster Sai's screen.
You may not be able to pin me because you've been spotlighted yourself. So what I'll do is I'll probably put up my hand as a raise hand. So it'll be somewhere, I'll be the first person on screen.
Yeah, first person.
Okay, that works as well. Okay. Toastmaster Kusuma. Yeah, take your time to adjust your camera. Yes.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Kusuma, a dream come true. A dream come true, Toastmaster Kusuma.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Have you ever closed your eyes and walked with your eyes closed? If you have done that, you will understand the world of darkness that the visually challenged live in. I happened to attend a Rotary conference where one of the speakers was visually challenged. And he said how his group is an invisible group to the society. Come to think of it, how many blind people have we met so far? When we think that India has 8 million visually challenged people and 62 million visually impaired, and we are staying in Mumbai, which is one of the most populated cities in India. So we should have at least a fraction of those people and we should have met them more often, which we have not done. Now, this set me thinking. And what we did was, my Rotary Club, we planned to do many projects with NAB. Now, NAB is National Association for the Blind. One day I got a call from an NGO saying that they got my contact from NAB. They were planning on on an event which they wanted to be very unique. And they asked me whether we could help them through Rotary. So I was a center head of a design school, and fools rush where angels fear to tread. I immediately said, why not do a fashion show? Because we were perspicacious in organizing fashion shows. Now, I never thought of the consequences. And what made me suggest a fashion show for them was I wanted them. In fact, I dreamt about them doing a glamorous event, a mainstream event. So once they were very excited and agreed immediately. I went to my school and told the students we would be doing a fashion show. All were very excited. Till I told them that the models would be visually challenged young girls. What? No glamorous models? I said, no. How can they do the ramp walk? They may fall down. Till in all this cacophony, one compassionate voice spoke up and said, they have as much right to glamour as we have. I think it's a wonderful idea. All fine, but the challenges remained. We had only 6 weeks to organize the show. And we had to think of venue, we had to think of the date, and we had to organize the event. Now, any event, the first thing we do is budget. Budget, I knew that our Rotary Club had not apportioned for this project. So what we decided was my design school would sponsor the costumes, makeup, accessories. Rotary Club decided that they would sponsor the certificates, snacks, mic, sound system, etc. Now, the main challenge was the hall. We all know Mumbai rentals. When I was discussing this with a Rotarian, he said, don't worry. My club will give you the hall free of charge. Now, we know that there is nothing like a free lunch. The idea was they would be the lead club and we would do all the work, spend all the money, and they would get the credit. But compromise is my second name. We decided to go because we needed the premise. Now, most of the challenges were met. And we realized that we were running short of time. So we appointed 3 teams. Team A would take care of the costumes, tailor, fittings. Team B would take care of the hall, the snacks, the arrangements in the hall, certificates. Team C had the most challenging assignment, and that was to train the models. These models had never seen a fashion show. So making them do the ramp walk was a big challenge. Now, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. So what we did was we changed the entire idea. Since the models couldn't come to our institute, we had sent them a video with some music. So we decided to replace a video with an audio. And how was the audio? We used the good old method. 1, 2, 3, 4. And believe me, folks, it was a radical change. They were so good. And I breathed a sigh of relief. One more challenge met. Now, the last challenge was costumes. Again, we were running short on time. So we decided to do away with tailor fitting. We decided to go for drapes. Now, we all know what a drape is, like a sari. But here, we draped the material around the model with just a few pins. You need a lot of expertise. Otherwise, a wardrobe malfunction was an embarrassing reality. Once we had thought of this, everything was set. We were set for the grand finale. I was so excited that my dream of seeing these people do such a glamorous role was going to be fulfilled. And they were equally excited that they were participating in such a glamorous event. And Operation Action? No, not yet. Action baki hai doston. Action is yet to happen. Please tune in to my next speech. I will be informing you all about the time, the place, and the date. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kusuma. But for ending that speech, especially with that suspense that all of us will be forced to come and listen to your next speech. But before we go to the next speaker, I would request everyone to kindly unmute themselves and let's applaud for Toastmaster Kusuma for the lovely speech that she shared with us. Thank you everyone. And now we move on to the second speaker for tonight. And I must say, I'm already thankful to her for coming to BKC Fireflies after so long and letting us to listen to her speech. It's none other than Toastmaster Rashmi, who all of us are going to be listening to after a really, really long time at BKC Fireflies Toastmasters. But before I hand over the platform to Toastmaster Rashmi, I would like to invite her evaluator, Toastmaster Bhuvi, to read her speech objectives. Toastmaster Bhuvi, over to you.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'll be evaluating Toastmaster Rashmi, who is going to be delivering her L1P4 speech today. The L1P4 speech is an interesting speech because it is given twice. In the first rendition, you take all the lessons that you have learned in the first 3 speeches of your Toastmaster journey, that is the icebreaker, structuring a speech, which is L1P2, as well as vocal variety and body language. And then there is a second, after Toastmaster Rashmi gives this speech, I share the evaluation. She will work on the evaluation and redo the speech. So very interesting way of actually actioning feedback that is given. I wish Toastmaster Rashmi all the very best, because yes, as indeed Toastmaster of the Day, Sandhya pointed out that we'll be hearing her speak after a very long time, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day. Yeah, and just to check the timer, how will Toastmaster Rashmi look at the timer? Will it be pinned on the screen?
The timer has raised his hand, so she should be able to see his screen.
Okay, all right, great. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Bhuvi, for reading the speech objectives. Toastmaster Rashmi, before you get started, you've come after a long time, so we're going to give you a lot of screen time. So I'm going to ask you, Toastmaster Rashmi, of course, all of us are very thankful tonight because you finally agreed to give a speech. You finally found the time out of your busy schedule. But what is the one thing that you are thankful for tonight?
So thank you, TMOD Sandhya. So definitely I'm thankful for attending this meeting. Like you said, I'm attending a full meeting like after a long time. While I have joined couple of times, while I am on the way. So it's always a pleasure and a very wonderful experience that way. And I am as usual nervous about this speech. So yeah, be kind to Bhuvi.
All right. On that note, Toastmaster Rashmi, Tom and Jerry Chronicles. Tom and Jerry Chronicles, Toastmaster Rashmi.
Good evening, everyone. The title of my speech is Tom and Jerry Chronicles. So is everyone familiar with the animation series Tom and Jerry? So most of us are. So for those who are not, so it's a animated comedy series where Tom is a cat and Jerry is a clever mouse, and they're constantly trying to outwit each other. So, and have you ever thought how our life is not very different from Tom and Jerry? So there is also a popular adage, when the cat is away, mice will play. So that I'm sure we all would have heard about, and we also would have experienced it. So give me a squeak if you can recall an incident when you were a Jerry. A thumbs up also will work since squeak will be difficult. Thank you. And also a show of hands in case you recall an instance when you were a Tom for the Jerrys in your life. Bhuvi, I will change this experience, shortly. So like, most of us have been on both sides of the story and have experienced the whole array of emotions, right? From frustration, joy, exhilaration, anger, and whatnot. So I remember when I was a kid, both my parents were working. So I, along with my brother, would be home alone quite often. And we would embrace YOLO long before the term itself was coined. So as you might have guessed, we were Jerrys in this story. And the OG Toms of our life were none other than our parents. So in the absence of our parents, we would watch TV and we would play video games on repeat. But we were very, very strategic about it. So we were very, very strategic about it, before even switching on the TV, we would open the books and switch on the fan in the other room, and then we would enjoy our TV time. However, the second we heard the clanking of the gate, we would rush back to the room, switch off the TV, straighten up the things, and would pretend as if nothing untowardly has been happening. So you must be wondering why the fan, So once upon a time, when our parents came to the house, they noticed the fan in the TV room moving, albeit it was moving little slowly, was spinning little slowly. So feedback recorded. We were not born perfect or perspicacious. We just took feedback very, very seriously and improved on the process. Hence, we would switch on the TV, we would switch on the fan so that so hence we would switch on the fan, as the momentum did not really allowed it, as the inertia did not really allow it to go full throttle instantly, and we would keep the fan in the TV room switched off, because again, the momentum did not really let the fan come to stop instantly. So these were the kind of moments which also taught us a lot of lessons. For example, collaboration. These were the only times when me and my brother saw eye to eye and planned for these instances so that we would not be caught. So then again, so another Jerry's, one of my friend and her brother, so they had procured keys to the TV room, duplicate keys to the TV room. Why? Because the OG Toms in their life would lock the TV room during exams time. And this knowledge helped me understand the importance of sharing best practices and also made me humble. While you may think you are good, but there are always people who are better. Another instance, when I can think of being the Jerry, was during academic institutions. So that was the time that those few seconds, few minutes before transition of classes, we would all celebrate as if there was no tomorrow. We would have the fun of our life. And also during school time, we would not just finish the schoolwork, we would also finish homework, thus setting a gold standard in time management. So these experiences, in my view, not just showed us, it also taught us some of the crucial life lessons, whether it was time management, whether it was perseverance, never lose sight of the end goal, which was watching TV for us in this particular instance. So then, I entered the corporate world, which I feel is the Olympics of Tom and Jerry. Everybody is trying to outmaneuver each other, in the process also trying to get some work done together. And I always was the Jerry, always trying to stay away from the Toms in the corporate world. So over last 15 years of hard work and toil, I also feel that while I have been a Jerry and I'm still a Jerry, I also am seen as a Tom by some of the Jerrys at the workplace. That is something I am still trying to kind of, accept as a fact, because that's not who I feel I am. So now, fast forward something closer at home. So my mother, who is somebody who loves cooking and has always cooked copious amount of food, not just for us, for our friends, her colleagues at work, and even trespassers at times. So now that she is retired, at times she hides her plans of elaborate cooking from me. Why? Because I think she's apprehensive. I might object because of her health issues. And at those instances, I realize how the life has come a full circle. The OG Toms have become a Jerry, and I have somehow metamorphosed into a Tom for them. So this has been a pretty interesting, so to say, experience for me. So to conclude, the life I feel is always a Tom and Jerry game. And what we need to learn from is just to embrace our inner Tom, inner Jerry, continue to outlearn, outmaneuver, outwit each other. But at the same time, also share the wisdom, share the cheese that we gather along the way. And it's also not just about winning and losing. it also is ultimately about making those wonderful memories, having those wonderful experiences, and ultimately enjoying the pursuit and enjoying the chase. Thank you everyone.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rashmi, for that perspicacious speech, because you actually made us realize that all of us are both Toms and Jerrys. And may I now request everyone to kindly unmute yourselves and let's applaud Toastmaster Rashmi for the wonderful speech that she gave us on such a nice topic. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rashmi. I would now like to call upon the timer, Toastmaster Sai, to tell us the time taken by the two speakers.
Speaker 1, Kusuma, soon to be DTM Kusuma, took 7 minutes and 10 seconds to finish her speech. Toastmaster Rashmi took 6 minutes and 54 seconds. And Madam T.M. Modi, we're running behind schedule by 3 minutes on the agenda.
Thank you, timer, and congratulations both speakers for having qualified based on time. And since the timer has already warned me that I'm behind time, I will now directly give the platform to the next person who will be hosting the most exciting segment of any Toastmasters meeting, which is the table topics segment. And the table topics master is none other than the person who you already met at the beginning of the meeting, Toastmaster Mahesh. But Toastmaster Mahesh, before you start with the table topic segment, a very quick question. I want to ask you one thing that you are thankful for, not today, but over this week. And it has to be something that's not related to Toastmasters. One thing that you feel thankful for, other than anything related to Toastmasters.
You are asking me?
Yes, I'm asking you.
Yeah. So basically, last year only, I was transferred to Nayara corporate office in Mumbai from Jamnagar. I have many friends in Jamnagar, but unfortunately, here it took a lot of time to develop friendship. So fortunately, last week only, one of my close friend was transferred in project department from Jamnagar to Mumbai. So I am really, really grateful to God that He has sent one of my close friend from Jamnagar to Mumbai. So that has happened last week only. So that's
That's
yeah.
great. That's great, Toastmaster Mahesh. And I hope that you do express how grateful you are to that friend that he has got transferred from Jamnagar to Mumbai. Please don't forget to do that this Saturday because it's a World Gratitude Day.
Yesterday evening only I expressed my gratitude, and both
Excellent.
families, we are traveling to Singapore, Malaysia in the first week of November.
Oh, wonderful. Now you're making all of us jealous. Anyway, on that note, over to you, Toastmaster Mahesh, for the table topic segment.
Yeah, thank you very much, Toastmasters India. Yeah, once again, a very good evening to all of you. So regarding table topics, you will be given a topic on the spot, and you will have to express your opinion and thoughts regarding that topic. You need not to be perspicacious to participate in the topic. The superficial knowledge or slight humor will suffice the requirement. So no worries. So the theme of the table topic 6 is celebration with celebrities. So it's time to become a celebrity, and we should be thankful to God. We should appreciate our gratitudeness that we have got the opportunity to live with a celebrity, even though it is on virtual mode. Even though it's not a physical mode, but still we should be grateful to God that we have got the opportunity. So the total time for the table topic is 1 to 2 minutes. So 30 seconds on either side. So you will be given an option to select as a celebrity, and you have to express your thoughts, why you selected that celebrity, and how you will do the celebration with that celebrity. So that is the concept of table topics. So first, I would like to invite our guest, Sid. So Sid, you are ready?
Okay, sure, I'm ready.
Yeah, just 1 minute. I'll just spotlight.
He's already been spotlighted, Mahesh. I'll
Yeah,
manage. You carry on with the.
Yeah, no worries. So first, let me appreciate that your looks are nothing less than a celebrity. So,
Ah,
so I'll give topic
thanks.
relevant to your looks only. Don't worry. So, suppose you have to pick one celebrity for going on a date, for a lovely
Okay.
date. So which celebrity you will pick up, why you will pick up the celebrity, and how will you celebrate? So over to you, Sid, dating with a celebrity.
Okay, so this is my personal choice that I would like to take a Kriti date because we can't doubt about her looks. So I'll if I have to take sorry, what was the topic? Celebrate a date with the celebrity or like,
Yeah,
what was the
going on
topic?
a date with a lovely girl or lovely heroine, maybe whatever maybe you think a lovely date.
So yeah, of course, I'll take her to a okay. So how I would okay, let me design a date night for with her, or maybe a date a whole day with her. So initially, I will start. Of course, it's criticism. How can I miss that? So of course, I will start off with a lovely handwritten song for her. So I'm actually a songwriter also. So I used to write a lot of songs in my college times. So I will definitely write a song for her. I'll play it on the moment when we meet. So anywhere, whether it's a park or maybe it's a good, nice, good ambience cafe. After that, I'll take her to some of my favorite places that I used to visit to Bombay whenever I go once in a while. For example, there's a museum in Bombay, the artistic museum that I'm like Asiatics museum, sorry. So that I'm totally fan of. And then I will be taking her to one of my favorite coffee places, the Bougie Cafe in Bandra. Over there, might have some chit chat. Some we might share some of the stories inside, inside gossips that the B Town have all the time. After that, I may take her to a movie date or something, or maybe something, and then maybe ask how was the experience, and may lean forward to kiss her. Maybe that's one of the things. That's how I would end up the date. Mm, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sid. It was quite romantic, and we are feeling
Ah,
jealous of it. Yeah.
thanks.
So now may I request our second guest, Baji, to participate, please. Baji, can you just switch on your camera? Yeah, yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. Suppose you are asked to select your coach or a mentor of your choice. And so you have to give the reason why you selected that person, which celebrate your personality, and which coach you will select, and what are the things you would like to learn from that celebrity or personality. So over to you, Baji, coach, mentor. Yeah, it's your time.
Yeah. Uh, Thank you, Toastmaster Mahesh. I'll go with one of my favorite politicians, that Atal Bihari Vajpayee, as he influenced me a lot during my childhood, or during, you can say that during the Prime Minister, he was remain India for about 5 years, and even he also performed 13 days. As you all might know, the politicians influence the uh, all our citizens' life by their decision, and they are the mentor for each and everyone. They have lot of followers, and if such kind of politicians like Atal Bihari Vajpayee and even the we can say that Abdul Kalam, they are really the mentors. And for the child, Abdul Kalam is the idol, and Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he struggled a lot to reach at that particular level. So he did all, even in his tenure, he took a decision. Even there was a world pressure. He go for that nuclear test. That there are different sanctions India faced for next 10 years. Due to that, we went behind for about 5 years, as I heard. So whatever whatever he did for the nations, the schemes which he enrolled for all of the citizens, is really it influence all of the national peoples. And then he is the good poet as well. A lot of poems he wrote himself. Even few of his speeches, we can heard those speeches. And yeah, such kind of politicians influence the people lives, and the lot of failure. So the good politicians will create a good nation. So that's that's what I think. So that's over to you, Toastmaster Mahesh.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was quite interesting insights. So now, can I request Toastmaster Ritik to take risk and participate?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So your name resembles to Ritik Roshan,
Yes.
and from your personality, I feel that you might be a good dancer, maybe.
Bad one,
Yeah,
I
so
can assure you.
it's time to learn the dancing skills. So suppose you want to, you are given the option to select one celebrity to learn dance and acting skills. So which one you will pick up, why you will pick up, and which dance and acting skills you will learn from that personality. So over to you, Toastmaster Ritik.
So I think,
No need to dance.
yeah. No, I was just trying to stand up. No worries.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
So I think, as you very said, my very name Ritik was inspired from the movie Kaho Na Pyar Hai. In English, the rendition can be "Do Say That You Love Me." And Ritik Roshan, the actor, was launched in that year. And the very next year, I came on this planet, and I got my name from him. And the very person I think that inspires the whole of India to dance and to take part in athletics and activities is one of our most famous actors and the hero, the Krish himself, that is Ritik Roshan, who would I love to spend a day with. Apart from getting to know his amazing physique, learning about how he actually got that, because I'm in terrible need of it, and obviously getting to know the famous move of the movie Krish, that is the Kahuna Pyar Hai move, which goes something like, I think I'm doing this correct, something like this. I'm really bad at it, so I don't know what that sounds like, but that is something to learn from. And one thing that I admire about Hrithik Roshan, which I would love to learn and inculcate from him, is, as he famously said, that even being a kid of a star, a person who's established, he has made sure that whatever he has done in the industry or in the field that he works in, he has tried to achieve all that by himself. And I think that is something that all of us can learn from somebody that we are inspired from, is to make sure that we are a self-made person and we are proud of our own achievements. And at the end of the day, no matter wherever we are in the ladder of success, we can proudly say that I have achieved it with my own spirit and my own grit. So my answer will be Hrithik Roshan. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you very much for teaching us the dancing steps. So next lucky person is Kashif Kidwai. So
Yes.
yeah, So I know it's dinner time, so you might be feeling hungry, but don't no worries. You'll be given the option. So suppose you are given the option to select a celebrity for going to a dinner for a lovely dinner. So which celebrity you will pick up, which place you will go, how you will celebrate, and why you picked up the celebrity. So over to you, Toastmaster Kashif. Dinner time.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahesh. I recently watched this documentary, which is Angry Young Men. And this is a documentary about Salim and Javed. And I found them to be very interesting characters. And I didn't really know much about them, but these guys wrote the stories of some of the most iconic movies which have ever been made in Bollywood. And in the same year, they gave us two of the best movies, Sholay and Diwar. So I found them to be very interesting, both of these guys, and they worked together until something happened and they had to split up due to some personal reasons. And in the documentary, they did not go into the reason. So it would be very interesting to kind of spend the dinner with them. And of course, they are writers, and writers are very interesting human beings. They have stories to tell, and many, many different stories. And their life story itself is very interesting. So that is good. And additionally, I found Javed Akhtar to be especially interesting because he has written some very good poetry. In fact, he's written a book of poetry, and I'm also starting to write some poetry myself. So I think it would be a good way to spend a dinner with both of them and understand their stories even better than what the documentary was able to tell. Over to you, Toastmaster Mahesh.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was really wonderful insights. So, do we have time, timer Sai?
We can do one more.
On the screen, I'm able to visualize Shefali. So, she is the lucky person. Next. From your personality, it seems that you enjoy watching movies, if I'm not wrong. If you don't, then it's time to watch movie.
Okay.
So suppose you are given the option to select any celebrity with whom you like to go for a movie. So which movie you will go for, why you selected the celebrity, and how you will enjoy the time with the celebrity. So over to you, movie time, Toastmaster Shefali.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahesh. I will love to go to a movie with Johnny Lever because he is a person who plays funny character more often. So I would love to watch a horror movie with him. I'm a person who is very afraid of horror movies, and I would love to have a person who can comment something on the scene beside me so that I can laugh and not be afraid of the movie. I'm a person who watches horror movie very rarely, and that too with compulsion from my let's say my sibling or my cousins, cause they take me to movie, and I'm like I don't even know that they're taking me to horror movie. So I would love a person who can sit beside me and crack some jokes so that my mind is off the scene and on him, because I'm a person who loves joke very much. I love listening to jokes. Even in my free time, I watch movies or scenes which are from movie, which brings laughter on my face. I love smiling very much. So that is all from my side. And Johnny Lever, I feel, is a very great actor. I'm not a fun like I'm not a person who is funny or humorous as I perceive myself to be. So I enjoy his scenes whenever he does any movie. And not only Johnny Lever, there are many person whom I love who does more comedy, and I love the scene in that movie. That's it. Over to you, Toastmaster Mesh. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I am also a very big fan of Johnny Lever, especially his acting in the Bazigar movie. Yeah. So with this, our fun time ends and the serious time will start. So with this, I request Toastmaster Sandhya to take over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahesh, for taking us through a fun table topic session. I would quickly invite our timer, Toastmaster Sai, to let us know the time taken by each of the table topic speakers.
Certainly. The first table topics contestant speaker, Sid, took 2 minutes 20 seconds. Baji took 2 minutes 20 seconds as well. Ritik danced for just 1 minute and 38 seconds. Kashif, his poetry lasted 1 minute and 55 seconds. And Shefali could keep a serious face only for 1 minute and 47 seconds. Back to you, Yemuri.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sai. But that also means that all speakers are qualified on the basis of time. Congratulations, everyone. Before moving on to the next general evaluation segment, I had mentioned that expressing gratitude has benefits. And one of that is the benefits on our mental health and our psychological being. Now, there has been a lot of research on why expressing gratitude is important and how it's important. And research actually has established that there is a strong link between gratitude and well-being. That is, people who are more thankful, who express gratitude, are more likely to be more happy, less depressed, and so on. Now, if you're thinking why that is so, because when you are feeling thankful for something, it automatically makes you feel happy about your life. You feel that you see the positive things in your life when you start thinking of what is it that you should be thankful of. So when you start feeling happy, automatically your levels of depression, anxiety, etc. go down, and you will lead a life that is less stress-free. In addition, expressing gratitude also has positive effects on our physical health. Because stress levels go down, research also establishes that people who are usually more thankful and more positive about life also have lower blood pressures. So it's expressing gratitude and being thankful not just helps you mentally, but also physically. In addition to this, psychologically, people who are more thankful are also able to be more empathetic. So they are the ones who are more agreeing more to negative feedback if they receive one, because they in general are kind to other people. They're kind to themselves and kind to others. So even if there is negative feedback or the opposite person might turn out to be slightly insensitive, a person who is generally thankful will be empathetic towards that person. So if you haven't expressed gratitude yet, or you do not express it enough, tonight is the time to think about it. Let's start being more thankful. And on that note, I will now move to the next segment of the meeting, which is the evaluation segment. And for that, I am going to hand it over to Toastmaster Nidhi. But before Toastmaster Nidhi, before you wear your hat as the general evaluator for the meeting, a quick question for you. Toastmaster Nidhi, tell us one person whom you would like to thank tonight. One person.
I think it would be you, Toastmaster of the day, because I was on the way where I couldn't, able to manage the meetings and the office pressure, but somehow I feel that I need to more cope up with the things and Toastmasters. So yeah.
Okay, Toastmaster Nidhi, thank you very much for making me that person. And on that very beautiful and very positive note, I am going to hand over the meeting to you. Over to you, Toastmaster Nidhi.
Yeah, so good evening, all the Toastmasters and the guest.
for the benefit of our members and the guests, this is the session where I will be the general evaluator, and I'm going to conduct the evaluation portions for our meeting. Firstly, I would be calling on a team to assist me with the giving feedback to our speakers and for both of the speakers. And here I will evaluate the entire meeting as well as the end. So firstly, please help me all to welcome Toastmaster Ritik to evaluate the speech given by Toastmaster Kusum.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nidhi. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I will be evaluating Toastmaster Kusuma. Before I start that, a quote from Helen Keller's autobiography, The Story of My Life. The most beautiful things in the world can neither be touched nor seen. They can only be felt with the heart, she says. And that is what I could hear and see from Toastmasters Kusuma's speech today, and that is her compassion. Compassion of inclusivity, compassion for looking out for people who are different from us and being a part and making them a part of our lives and being a part of their lives as well. Kusuma, I loved the way you started your speech. I think the best thing that a speaker can do while they start their speech is to include the audience, and that is what you did at the very start. I cannot recollect the exact line, but you said that, have you ever closed your eyes and walked with your eyes closed? And I could myself actually imagine doing that and realize if I have ever done that. And I think all of us did the same. So a very great part on making sure that your audience connect with you at the very beginning. So kudos to that. Apart from that, I could recognize from your speech that you are not only a perspicacious speaker, but also a perspicacious person. From, I could see the vision that you have for the blind people and how you have actually managed to pull off an amazing event along with them into being a successful one. And I'm sure it will be successful, and we'll get to know that very soon. Apart from that, I loved your enthusiasm when you were highlighting the good parts. For an example, I would like to tell you, you said, what? No glamorous models? When you were talking about when your student said that we are not really having a glamorous model, rather a blind person to walk for the show. And that was amazing. One thing which can be worked on though was how to express sadness. I could see that when you were expressing sadness, when we express sadness, our emotions can change. Our voice gets lower, our speech gets slower, our hands tremble, and we try to think. So when we are presenting that, when I saw the blind people, or when they walked into the, or when we were connecting with them, we can make sure that we can include that bit of sadness on our face as we have felt it in our hearts. Another point of improvement can be, in your speech, there were a lot of segments when you were having conversation with somebody else, whether it was a phone call or whether it was a meeting in general with somebody else. That can be done as a two-way conversation. For example, I was on a call with that person. So, hello, Kusuma, we are planning to do a show. Are you interested? And then you can change the side. You can walk and stand on the other side of the room and reply as you did for yourself, which will actually make sure that you use the stage properly and your audience sees you. Going forward in your next speech, I would love to see you to add more quotes. This is a topic which can easily help you to add a lot of quotes, and it brings in a lot of attention. Apart from that, your speech had a lot of elements in it. There were 3 parts, and all the parts had small elements in it. What you can try to do is structure and revise them later. You can just revise that this was my idea, that is what I did, and that was the result, which will help all of us just get revised with your speech. Great work, Kusuma, and I wish you all the luck in your journey to become the distinguished Toastmaster.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ritik. And it was really and indeed a perspicacious feedback. Now, coming back to the second evaluation, I would like to call Toastmaster Bhuvi to evaluate the speech given by the Toastmaster Rashmi.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster, General Evaluator, Nidhi. I'm evaluating L1P4 speech, and at the outset, I would like to say that it was a beautiful speech. So my favorite speeches, whether at Toastmasters or outside, are the ones wherein I have a strong takeaway. And as Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sandhya pointed out that beautiful insight, which I think Toastmaster Rashmi, through her content, through the delivery of the structure, through the many examples, many relatable examples that she shared, was a thought that was echoed by all of us. It was very easy for all of us to come upon that takeaway, which was that we all are Toms and we all are Jerrys. It depends on the situation and it depends on the timing also. So, without even saying it, Toastmaster Rashmi made us all think it, and kudos for that. Overall, beautiful content, beautiful structure. I think you started out with asking a question, and then through various case studies at different times in your life, you basically showed us what you meant, right? And all of the situations that you chose, I felt, were very relatable. So I was picturing myself in those moments, and I have had similar naughty times, whether it was, you know, hunting away from homework or watching TV when I was not supposed to. So all in all, really enjoyed it. Very strong takeaway. Now, all good speeches also have points of improvement. And of course, I know that you are going to be giving this speech again. So I have some strong takeaways for you. First of all, when it comes to your speech delivery, you should ideally stand up. You were sitting all throughout the speech. You should stand up and you should use the space, right? There were so many interesting times that you were asking questions. You should have used your hands a little bit more. You should have engaged with the audience more. And if you had increased your energy by a notch, I think we all would have gotten a lot more engaged in the speech. Secondly, you could have just started with the question. You greeted everyone. I don't think it was needed. You should have just jumped into the audience interaction. Right? Third is, you had some beautiful, comedic situations. However, you did not pause. Now, when you're delivering a speech and you're actually trying to be funny, apt pauses so that the joke could have landed and all of us could have cracked a smile, would have increased the notch of the one or two happy and comedic instances that you had, right? Lastly, you grimaced when you forgot your speech. Don't do that. Your speech was good. You should have just faked it. So all in all, very good speech. And I hope I was perspicacious enough so that you can take value into your second rendition. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhuvi, for giving such a constructive feedback for Toastmaster Rashmi. And I hope this will help Toastmaster Rashmi for her upcoming project and the speeches. Now it is important time to get a message across the allotted time and for the meeting to run according to the schedule. So I would like to call our timer of the day, which will now report on how we have done with the time. You may give your report from your plate.
The first evaluated Toastmaster Ritik took 3 minutes and 40 seconds. So unfortunately, he's not eligible for voting. The second evaluator, Toastmaster Bhuvi, took 3 minutes and 27 seconds to finish her evaluation, and she is eligible for voting, but she's the only one, so she's already won the evaluation round. As for the meeting itself, we are running on time.
Okay, thank you. Next, I would like to hear from the word master and the grammarian who has been tracking the usage of the words and the grammar and listening, all the good uses of the language. I would like to call the grammarian of the day to give her reports.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Today, the word of the day perspicacious was used by Toastmaster Kushuma, Toastmaster Rashmi, Toastmaster Sandhya, Mahesh, Nidhi, Bhuvi, and Toastmaster Ritik used it twice, which was very good. Uh, there were so many words which were used in meeting today. Some of them being gratitude, recognize, invisible, compassionate, budget, momentum, strategic, instances, perseverance, trespasses, resemble, iconic, split up, psychological, impaired, unique, chronicles, instances, etc. There were so many thoughts, quotes which I liked in today's meeting. The one I liked was the life has come to a full circle. Corporates are Olympics of Tom and Jerry. The good politician will create a good nation. Someone used the quote from Helen Keller's book: the most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched, they can be felt with heart. There is a strong link between gratitude and well being. Being kind to themselves and kind to others, being more thankful. They are the thoughts which is used by some of the person which I liked about in today's meeting. That is all from my side. If you want a detailed description, I can give you over chat. Over to you, General Evaluator.
I think, Marian, it was quite a detailed description as time permit. Now, moving forward, I would like to call the R counter to track the uses of the verbal pauses, those R, rums, and that comes out of our, mouth very often. So, R counter, can you just present your report?
Yes, sure. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Toastmaster Kusuma had 7 nows. Now was a favorite word. 3 to 5, around 5 words. 5 that was, she repeated it twice. Toastmaster Rashmi repeated also and once. So 8 times. That was her favorite crutch word. So, was another favorite crutch word because she repeated it 6 times in her 5 minutes of conversation. And so to say, she repeated twice. As far as the table topics are concerned, our guest, Sid, loved the word he said it 13 times. It was difficult for me to count more than that. So was repeated 4 times. Okay was once. Bhaji 5 times. And 3 times. Shefali, Toastmaster Shefali, was once. Like was twice. Toastmaster Ritik was absolutely flawless. Toastmaster Kashif and was 5 times, so that was his favorite word. And was about 4 times. Kind of was once. To be, he repeated it once. And so he said around 4 times, yes. Then we have the evaluators, wherein as an evaluator, Toastmaster Ritik, apart from that, he said it 3 times. So how many apart from that was the question. And Bhuvi, Toastmaster Bhuvi was twice, once, 12 times, twice, sorry, and right was twice. At the end of the statement, right, you said it twice. That's about all from the R counter. Over to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you, Counter. Now I would like to just conclude my evaluation segment by saying few things like we got an incredible timeline and we have set up what we have today. Each speech not just only, captivated or taught us something, but also grabbed his attention with fantastic examples like Tom and Jerry and taught the lesson of power of clear communication. From this insightful message, I would, truly brought something unique to our, table. I must commend everyone on how they have smoothly picked up their roles and excluding me because I feel I'm traveling and I have a bit of noises from the background. But I'm sorry, but make sure from next time it won't be. But it's just a reflection of how excellent preparations, how incredible all the work done by the evaluators and the role players. I generally analyze my general evaluation on the basis of the 3 E's, which we follow the pattern the Toastmasters, like education, elevate, and entertain. So definitely it was an educating session which was brought knowledge and insight by telling us on how the constructive feedback and power of gratitude, which was being taught in the session. Second, it has elevated in some, and it has encouraged us to, think higher and push ourselves beyond the limit. Lastly, it was entertaining thanks to, table topic master, which comes always with such crazy ideas of giving in speeches and on spot. Overall, it was a very good session, and I'm excited how we can, continue to grow. Thank you for keeping us and keeping us the great work ahead. Over to you, Postmaster of the Day.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator, for evaluating the whole meeting and telling us so many positives about the meeting. Before I hand over the platform to the presiding officer, if you are a person who does not express gratitude very often, I'm going to give you a few tips on how one can express gratitude more often and be more mindful about it. The first thing is that even if it's a small gesture, that a positive gesture that somebody shows towards you, be very proactive in saying thank you and expressing yourself. You can also dedicate the 21st of September, that is the International Gratitude Day, to think about all the people who did something good to you, you want to thank. Send them a small thank you note. It can be a note in the traditional way, that is, you post it to them, and I'm sure they will be taken by surprise. Or it can just be a short WhatsApp message where you just thank them for something that they did over the last 1 year. So 21st of September is going to be that day where you think about the year gone by and make sure to thank all those people who did something good to you through the year. Other than that, it's also important to thank ourselves, to thank the life that we are leading, to count and thank the blessings and the positives that we have in our lives. And one way to do that could be that at the end of every night, and this is a practice that we as a family have started following of late, that every night we make sure to sit down and talk about 3 things that we liked about the day, and 1 thing that we are looking forward to in the next day. So that sort of also helps you retrospect of how your day was and forces you to think about at least 3 positives that you had for the day. And that sort of brings a lot of positivity and happiness in your life, especially at the end of the day. A third thing that you could do is what Toastmaster Kashif had told us during one of his speech, was journaling, right? So keep a small diary where every night, let's say you do not have family with you, staying with you to share those 3 things that you liked about during the day. So just journal it, write it down. Think about 3 things that you liked during the day and then just write it down. And imagine that at the end of the year, you actually look at that journal and you go through those pages. You yourself will feel so happy that every day you have had at least 3 positive things in your life. And that will make you feel so, so happy. And like I said earlier, it enhances us. It enhances both our mental well-being and as well as physical well-being. So Toastmasters and guests, gratitude, that is something that one should never forget, because it just doesn't make the opposite person feel happy that they did something good to you, but it also makes you feel happy about yourself and about your life. On that note, I'm going to hand over the meeting to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Cynthia. because I also just remembered that we have important businesses to finish. We have members to induct. So that will take some time. So over to you, Toastmaster Cynthia.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sandhya, for making this such a special meeting. And also thank you to every guest of ours who was a part of this important meeting and adding value to the entire meeting. So please do what we did not complete in the beginning of the meeting, which is induction of Tahir and Rakesh into the Toastmasters BKC Fireflies Online Club. And now moving to the break room, where they will be a part of the meeting room along with Toastmaster Bhuvi. In the meanwhile, we will also run the polls. Yes, thanks for the reminder, Toastmaster Sandhya.
And will we in the breakout room get the polls?
No. We'll first run the polls quickly.
Just give me 1 minute here.
Okay, so then let's do the breakout room first then. Since
then we come back. Then we'll
yes, we'll come back. Toastmaster Sai, could you help with the breakout room, please?
I think it's already done. I think Mahesh is on top of it.
Mahesh is busy with the poll thing.
That's also done. You a few minutes behind. Are you eating in front of us, Cynthia?
I'm so sorry. I'm having a little bit of a low BP problem, so that's the reason why I just put something in my mouth. I'm sorry about that.
No worries, no worries. Let me open all the rooms. Okay, Mahesh, let me.
But you don't want me to faint on screen.
Not at all, not at all. Mahesh, let's do this. I'll take care of the breakout room. You take care of the polls if you need to. I'll move Tahir to room number 1. And Rakesh, you were not there when Cynthia was explaining this. There'll be a little bit of a vote on your induction. It's mostly a formality. So let me ask you to move to room number 1. And when you do that, you'll find Bhuvi there. Please join the breakout room. Yeah, I see Rakesh.
Tahir is the yeah.
Hang on. Tahir, you need to join the breakout room. Tahir, are you there? I think his video is on.
I think he's frozen.
Is it? Oh, there he is. Okay. All right. So this time, let me assign Tahir once more. He was kicked out of the meeting, so he's going to come back in about a few seconds. Do I see Tahir in the room? Yeah. So let me assign Tahir to room number 1. Cynthia, Tahir is in room number 1, and so is Rakesh. So we can continue with the voting.
Yes. So I would like to understand. Yes. So I would like to understand whether anybody has any issue with these 2 members joining the Toastmasters Club BKC Fireflies Online.
Cynthia,
kindly raise your. Sorry.
You have to propose it as a motion, and people have to second it, and then
Okay.
Do it.
So I would propose Tahir as a member of the BKC Fireflies Online. Is that right?
I second the motion.
Okay. As far as Toastmaster, as far as Rakesh is concerned.
Oh, you have to ask for objections. Does anybody object to it?
Okay. Does anybody object to that? We are having an online class right now. Does anybody object to that? No. Okay. So we have Tahir join in as the Toastmaster as part of the Toastmasters Club. Moving on to Rakesh. I propose Rakesh being the member of BKC Fireflies Online Toastmasters Club. Does anybody who seconds it?
I second it.
Okay, you second for both. Does anybody else have an objection to him being a member? Great. So we have both of them as part of officially as part of Toastmasters Club. Can we have them both back in the room?
I'm bringing them back. Give me 1 second. They're still in the breakout room. Let me close all rooms. I think Tahir's here. Give me 1 second. Let me highlight Tahir. Where do I find Tahir? There he is. Hey, Tahir. Welcome.
Hi, Tahir. Heartiest
Hi, ma'am.
congratulations. You are now part of the BKC Fireflies Online Club. Can we have a big round of applause for Tahir?
Thank you so much.
You are now going to be called Toastmaster Tahir for every meeting of ours. And you are now
Thank you.
welcome to participate in all our sessions and take on various roles. Before that, we would like to have a brief introduction about who you are, where do you stay, what's your objective, and what's your objective of being with Toastmasters Club, and how did you find this meeting?
First of all, good evening, everyone. This is the lovely meeting what I have attended. I have already told the Toastmaster Bhumi about it that before joining, I have already attended one of the offline section of BKC. So I know I didn't catch up very much about that thing, but I really liked that online part because I feel more confidence about it. And I stay in Mira Road. I am 29 years old and working as an interior firm as a salesperson. So the objective to join the Toastmaster is first of all from the last 4 years my CEO is behind me to join the Toastmaster. I've already told to the Sai sir that my CEO is behind me to join that thing. So finally I am here. Then the objective is to join the Toastmaster is to get a complete confidence while speaking with the person face to face. That's the main things what I have looking forward to improving myself.
Sure, do reach out to any of us whenever you're addressing any of us. There is no sir and no madam. We are all at the same level. So we're all Toastmasters, and welcome to the club again.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Toastmaster Rakesh, heartiest warm welcome to you on behalf of Toastmasters BKC Fireflies. Everybody, please unmute and give him a round of applause. He's now a part of our club and a part of us as a family. Toastmaster Rakesh, everybody would want to know who you are, where do you stay, what do you do, and what's your objective?
Yes. So thank you everyone. And I stay in Chembur area of Mumbai, and I work at NAB Foundation, a section subsidiary of NABARD. And NABARD is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. And I work as a senior project assistant there. And I lead development projects sponsored by CSRs or CSR is corporate social responsibility or means ministries. Yes. So and my objective while coming to Toastmaster is to get acquainted to speaking in public, impromptu speeches mostly, and yes, learning new words, and yes. So
Awesome,
it's a
awesome.
really yes.
No, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yes, so means while working, it's not easy to learn every day, and I think Toastmaster Club will be a great help in this. To means at least you will have something to learn twice a week minimum. Thank you.
Twice a month. Yes, thank you so much.
Sorry, my apologies.
We wish you a great learning experience from all of us and a warm welcome again. We hope to see you hyperactive in all our meetings as well as in our group. So with that, we open the voting for the best speaker, the tag team. I think you had already released it, and
Yeah. I think there are some people who could not vote. I don't know if Bhuvi and Tahir and Rakesh can see the voting options.
No, we don't.
Would you want to launch it again, Toastmaster Mahesh?
But I had launched means I'm not sure why they are not getting means they're online only.
They were not in the room. They were in the breakout. That's why.
Okay. Means the poll is going on. So to the end that poll.
Yeah, and there's one more person. Yeah, so just end the poll and launch it again, or yeah, just end the poll and launch it again.
The end option has disappeared. Only the option is coming is share results.
No, 1 minute. There is a relaunch. 1 minute. Okay. Okay. So we have relaunched it. Now you can vote again. I'm sorry for this repetition. बड़े बड़े देशों में छोटी छोटी बातें होती रहती है.
I think poll is still live. I have just voted.
Yes, we have
So people who
relaunched
have
the vote.
So people who have not voted just need to go and select the poll option. They will see the poll.
You can also poll. Vote again if you have voted in the past. Huh? We have 5 out of 10 people who have voted as of now. So the rest of them need to. Are we done?
Still it is 5 out of 10.
Yeah, who has not voted? Could you please exercise your vote? Now we are 6 out of 10. We need to be at least 10 out of 10. There are 4 more people who are pending to vote. Can we do it quickly?
We can just take 1 more minute and then end the poll.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to vote will anyway vote. Those who are not voting probably don't want to vote.
No worries. So we've got the results. And I'm going to make the announcement. And I want everybody to unmute because I want to hear everybody's rounds of applause. We're going to be thundering end to the meeting. So, as far as the best primary role is concerned, the award goes to Toastmaster. She's already smiling. Toastmaster Sandhya. Please give her a big round of applause. I want to hear the applause.
We should be grateful that she is our Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. Best auxiliary role goes to our. How come when I'm the timer, I don't get it? Toastmaster Sai. A big round of applause to Toastmaster Sai. Best prepared speeches. And we have the future DTM, Toastmaster Kusuma, who's got the best prepared speech. The best table topic speaker was the one who was flawless as far as the R's and the ums were concerned. That's Toastmaster Ritik. So a round of applause for him. Thank you very much, each one of you, for making this so special. Until next time, I think that we are having the next meeting